Hey! Oh shit, that's really fucking bright. Oh damn. That's a lot brighter than I anticipated. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. Does that help? No, it makes brighter. That helps. Um, what is up, everybody? Welcome to my series of Transformers reviews. Now, I have reviewed Transformers before, in a live stream. I regret doing that because then I wasn't, like, thinking about doing things because I was just figuring that was like one of my first live streams on my computer, and I was just like figuring out how to do this shit. Anyway, today we are actually going to review Transformers, professionally. So Transformers is really the reason I am a nerd. All this stuff would not be here without the first Transformers movie, and because of I saw Transformers at a very young age. Obviously came out in 2007. I was born in 2004. So this movie holds a special place in my heart because it's one of the first movies I ever saw. The first movie I ever saw in theaters knowingly was Transformers Dark of the Moon. And Transformers to this day is my favorite franchise. I've seen every show. I've seen every movie, including 1986 movie that I have reviewed professionally. And I've enjoyed this franchise my entire life. Will I ever pass it down to my children? Hell yeah. I will definitely do that. But the real question is, will I ever have children? No, I won't. But if I ever did have a child, I would want to pass down Transformers to them. And that's why I love having a niece and nephew, especially a niece that likes me. Because that means I can introduce her to nerd shit. But I wasn't prepared. I really wasn't. I don't write scripts for this. I do this shit on the fly. No joke. I do all of this on the fly. Like that. I wouldn't edit that out because it's on the fly. Anyway. So let's just talk about it. And I want to do a podcast episode on this movie because I have so much to say about it. But Transformers is a 2007 film directed by Michael Bay. I love how, 3 minutes into the video, I'm just not getting to the review. It's directed very well. Produced by Steven Spielberg. So think about that when you're watching this again. And I loved Spielberg. I love Spielberg to this day. That's why Red Player One is my favorite movie of 2017. It's also because of the great acting and great cast. But anyway, the visuals, this movie did something that not a lot of movies can say they've done, and that is recreate. Holy shit! Recreate the magic of or recreate, not really the magic of the 1980s, or really the magic that Transformers used to carry, but create new magic for the next generation. So think of it as like Star Trek. Think of it, original series is like the 80s, is 1984 through 87. Next generation would be 2007 forward. So that's really one of the best parts about these, is that it's special to a lot of people, especially to me. Shia LaBeouf, this is one of his first roles. He is really his character in Even Stevens, just like an adult character of his Even Stevens character. Megan Fox, which I think this is her first big lead acting role. Really, she to be completely forward, and I've watched Chris Stuckman's review so much, of the Transformers franchise as a whole. At least she was Michael Bayified, but she wasn't like Nicola Peltz Michael Bayified, if you know what I mean. If you've seen Age of Extinction. So I don't know why I look back at my screen. I don't. The robots are really the thing that that made me gravitate towards this film, and they look great. I really do miss the old design of Optimus Prime, regardless of how clunky he looked. I just had such an emotional attachment to these characters, and when most of them end up dying, not in this movie, they end up dying throughout the series, but when I first saw the movie, and I saw Jazz die, I was like, no! Because Jazz was my favorite Autobot out of these first five. And he was just such a charismatic character, and I wanted more of him. And eventually, when I saw the G1 show, I was just like, yeah, Jazz is awesome. And then I saw the movie when he was voiced by Scatman Crothers, who was Mr. Holloway in The Shining. Halloran. My bad. Holloway's wrong. Halloran. Dick Holloway. Halloran. Good man. That's another Shining reference. But this movie, the opening scene with Blackout, great. Can't wait to get that Little Cloud Studio Series figure. The Barricade versus B scene, great. The scene where all the Autobots are in that, I think it's an abandoned area where, like, they're talking about, should we save B? And Prime's holding the glasses in his hand, and he's just, we can't harm humans, though. We'll go save B, but we cannot harm the humans. And then he's just like, Autobots, roll out! And they all start running, and Jazz is just like, we roll! And that's, like, one of the best parts about the movie for me, is that these characters had a personality, partially. Ratchet was, like, the old clunky asshole. Like, he wasn't animated. Ironhide was the young gun-ho character. Optimus was the wise, character. B was the jokester, even though he became a fucking annoyance. And Jazz was really that character that has, like, a rhythm to him. Like, I view this as the Power Rangers. And, like, Jazz would be Zack because, like, he uses, like, that you can feel that rhythm in his voice and in his movements. And probably Ratchet would be, obviously Optimus would have to be the leader, so we would be Red Ranger, or Rocky. Rocky is my Red Ranger to me. Rocky will always be the Red Ranger to me. But Jason, pretty much. Billy would Billy would definitely be Ratchet. Kimberly would probably be Bumblebee, and then Trini would be Ironhide. That's the way I would put, like, these together. It's funnier because, like, all these characters are male. Anyway, but anyway, script, not that good, but, like, there are a lot of problems with this movie, and I will get into them when I do a podcast episode after the Wrinkle in Time podcast, and then I'm gonna have a day off on that next Saturday, so you guys will know more about my opinion on this movie on that podcast episode. Thank you so very much. I'm gonna give Transformers a B+. I do think that it is a good movie. It's not the worst. It's not the best in the franchise. It's not my personal favorite. We'll talk about that next week. I am doing these in order of release, so you will hear about my favorite Transformers movie next week. So fuck me! Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Domination. You can also follow me on my second Instagram account, The Domination Cousin. Subscribe to my second YouTube channel, Domo's Toys and Collectibles Chess. And I will be doing all of them, so that means this week is Transformers, next week is Revenge of the Fallen, week after that is Dark of the Moon, week after that is Age of Extinction, and then the week after that I'm going to be re-reviewing The Last Night. And then I'm gonna rank the entire franchise. Holy shit. The films, like, not the shows or the 86 movie, not including that. Just the 5 films that we have so far. And the reason I'm doing this is for Bumblebee. And that we get that trailer tomorrow, guys. I really hope I can do a reaction to it. Oh shit. That's unusual. It's the first time it's ever happened. Fuck! Okay. Please don't tell me I accidentally hit it twice. Anyway. Peace out to all everyone. Be good people. I'm stupid. Peace out.